It's not technically.
Recording in progress.
No, where they got Ella.
This one.
Oh, that's the owner. They own that out there, but this is a. Yeah, they got the wrong address. Yes, no, this is up at Sky Meadows. You know where it's at. No, that's the only one out there. Yeah.
The only one we're missing is Vern, and he said he would be here.
That's all Alan saw. Just the one.
Oh, okay.
What is called?
This is more than a quorum. Yeah.
That way people know who who's doing what, right?
Okay, well, it is 6:30, so we'll go ahead and begin our planning and zoning meeting for June 4th, 2026. We'd like to welcome you all here. We're always happy when we have people in the audience. Good to see you come out and be interested in what's going on in your neighborhood. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Randall will lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can we go ahead and have the commissioner roll call?
Randall Kempton. Here. Sally Smith.
Here.
Aaron Richards.
Here.
Jim Lawrence. Bruce Casper. Here. Kay Francis. Brian Thackeray.
Here.
Vern Muir. Dan Hanna.
Here.
Tammy Geddes.
Here.
Rick Robinson.
Here.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We also need an approval to approve the planning and zoning minutes for April 16th. It's a ways back.
I so move that we approve the minutes on April 6, 2026.
16th, okay. All right. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and I would like to abstain. I was not at that meeting.
I'll also abstain.
Yeah, I'll abstain as well.
We read them, but we don't.
Yeah, I read them.
I'm sorry, Sally. Who else? You and
Randall
Rick.
and Rick.
Thank
Okay, the first thing on our agenda tonight is a plat. We'll have Alan go ahead and tell us about that.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to show you, thank you, Chairperson, I appreciate that. I'm going to show you where this property is located in the city first, so everybody has an idea. Your water tower is right here. This property is located right in this section. And this is just an amendment to the plat, because what's happening is currently the HOA owns this piece of land, and they wanted to give that to the homeowners that were here, which required that they had to come in and amend that plat to make that adjustment. So what you're seeing is they're just gonna take their property lines and run it straight back to here, and then deed that ground to them, so it will be part of theirs. So that's the amendment in front of you at this point. We have looked at it as staff. We see that it meets the requirements, has no impact on the city at all at this point, because it's no additional sewer, water, any support that way. So staff is recommending it to you for recommendation to city council.
So I've been back there on foot. That's very difficult to get to. It's quite a bit. So the burden then goes on those property owners to maintain that land behind them. So I guess the obvious question is, are each of those homeowners ready to take on the maintenance?
They are all signatures on the plat, every single
Oh,
one
that's
of
true.
them.
They have to sign
Yeah.
the plat.
So each one of them is aware of it, and they've all agreed
Approved
they
it.
want this, so
Okay.
they're part of the deal.
All right.
Mhm. Good
Makes
question.
sense.
Okay, other questions?
Yeah, I've got one just about the easements down both sides of it. I'm assuming those still get recorded with each deed as it gets divided up.
Yes, it
Okay.
does. Mhm. Any easements needed will be continued on through. At this point, I think there's one easement on the north side that runs up to that water, up to the Richard Smith's well.
Yep.
And then there's one that runs north and south, I think, on the other side, that I don't think this gets in the way of it. And all of your public utility easements are along Stone Street, so,
Perfect.
yeah, Stone Drive.
Okay. Any other comments or questions for Alan? Just giving him more property. Okay, so good. Do we need a motion to
Yeah, you'll need a motion to recommend to either approve or not approve to city
have a
council.
motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we recommend that council approves the Sky Meadows plat amendment located at 243 Ella Lane. In that it meets all the requirements under the ordinance, and staff has approved it.
No second.
Okay. Is been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
I have just one clarifying question about Ella Lane, where this is on Stone Drive.
That's the
That's a
owner lives
misprint.
on
That's the
Yellow Lane.
owners. They
Okay.
have property out there, so it's out on Stone Drive is where it's at.
Okay.
I had the
So-
same question, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
All in
also
favor?
own property out on the Yellowstone Highway,
Yeah.
right there next to Yellowstone Heights and that, so that's why that was on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, our first public hearing tonight is comprehensive plan change from commercial to residential located at approximately 509 to 539 South Fifth West. The application is to change the comprehensive plan designation from commercial to high residential. Is the owner here, or you are here? Okay, okay. But Alan presenting, and then do you have anything you'd like to add? Okay.
Okay, the properties are located right here. This is Carl Sinclair's gas station. Les Schwab is up here on the corner, but it's this lot. Oh, come on, light up for me. That lot and this lot. Now, current zoning on this is high-density residential 1. They're wanted to go to a high-density residential 2, but our comprehensive plan under this is commercial. And I'll show you that first so you can see where that lays. And then just on that block, it's the only 2 parcels that didn't get moved into high residential. So they're requesting at this point that this property have the comp plan changed from commercial to high residential, which fits the properties around it, and it fits more with what the current zoning is already in place for. And then it would fit also for the requested one that would come after this. So we have reviewed it. We think this is a good fit and a good adjustment for the comprehensive plan to clean this up. And so staff is recommending it to you to recommend to City Council for approval.
Okay. Any questions for staff?
Why were those two put commercial over, like, why did they stay the way they were?
It was probably one of those oversights when we did the comprehensive plan. They had 20 years ago, whenever they did the prior one, we're thinking, well, we're going to see more commercial growth in this area. So we didn't change that when we did the comprehensive plan. And really at this point, when we even did that, we weren't sure how this area was going to grow. Now we're seeing more residential showing up in this area than we are commercial.
Could you zoom out just a little bit,
Sure can.
just to see? Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
So that gives you a little idea of what's happening in that area. You have Madison Station across the road that went to the HDR. I think they're HDR 1 or 2. And so you're seeing a lot of infill of residential all through here. The location is very close to the university. It's where we want to keep that higher density so that we can keep people, if they choose to, within walking distance of the university. And so that was some of the things that we felt make this a good reason to take it to the high residential.
Okay, any other questions for staff? Would you like to make any comments? Or,
Well, I'd be happy to.
could we get you to state your name and address, please?
Jonathan and Barbara Ross, 509 South Fifth West.
Come up to this one. Let's do
Oh,
this one.
we're
Come
good
on.
now.
Okay.
Okay, Jonathan and Barbara Goss, 509 South Fifth West. We own that property, and then Barbara and her siblings own the second lot to the south. The apartments there is Genco Enterprises. She's the managing partner, general partner of that entity. And I have a whole written prepared statement. I don't know how much you want me to go through. And I don't want to step on protocol because we've never been to a planning and zoning meeting before, so.
Just don't tell us what your future plans are. Just
We have no plans. Live till we die. You learn a lot about the area that you live in when you start digging into the documents the city has online, and it's really quite interesting. I've learned that the median age of the citizens in this town is 23, a demographic that is probably going to keep growing while our age demographic keeps dropping, and kind of makes us feel like fossils, but it's very interesting and enlightening. It says comprehensive plan is a living document and it is encouraged to ensure changing conditions that meet the needs of the community. We feel like changing this meets those needs in that area. It shows that portion of the block. The only business that's on there is commercial, is Les Schwab. Everything else around it on that side of Fifth West is residential. So, and it's probably likely always going to remain residential. And that's why we'd like to have the comprehensive plan change so we can then go to phase 2 of this meeting, which is a zoning change. The college will have additional opportunities for housing for students there. Businesses that are nearby would have more walk-in customers with the zoning. Developers and potential new owners would have a better return on their investment. The city alone, I think we're off.
Can you hear okay?
We good?
Can you guys hear? Okay.
Oh, yeah. The city would have much more tax revenue from property taxes, and we'd have the opportunity to sell. So it benefits literally everyone involved, in our opinion. I don't see any reason to deny the opportunity for us to have that comprehensive plan changed. It keeps the developments closer to the college and closer to businesses, the way the city and the college would like to have them. And when you look at that picture, it doesn't really show up, but ours is the last home on that entire block. And some homeowners in our position might be opposed to this type of progress. We're initiating it. We understand that the home that we've lived in for 40 years, the home that she and her siblings were raised in, doesn't fit the needs in that area anymore. And we're okay with that. It's an emotional thing, but it's not single family homes where neighbors live next door to each other and grow old together anymore. And we understand that. We want to be part of that change. We're looking forward to that. It borders, like I said, the commercial entities that are next door. There's a letter in this file here from Darren Hall, and he's excited about having more customers across the street. I don't buy enough gas compared to 50 apartments to keep them in business, but that will help them. It'll help Les Schwab. It could help sell new cars over at Ford and Stones. There's a lot of extensive development going on down on University Drive. I know some about that, and my dog and I walk down there quite often and check things out. And I think unquestionably that this is the best way to utilize that 1.25 acres that we have there. So, have any questions? We'd be glad to address them if we can.
Just one question. So the south portion of the property, then there's your home, and then you've already got some apartments there. Is that correct?
Fourplex and the
The
triplex
fourplex.
next door to
Okay,
us.
next door to your home.
Yep.
Okay,
It's all contiguous.
all right. Any more questions for the applicant? Okay, I guess not. Thank you very, very much. Okay, we'll go ahead and open the public portion of our hearing. And if any of you would like to speak of this proposal, we'd ask you to come forward, state your name and address. We'll hear first for those who are in favor of the proposal, second, those who are neutral, and third, those that are against. And then this is just for the comprehensive plan change at this point. So we'll go ahead and hear from you now. If there's anyone who would like to speak for the proposal. Go ahead.
Question for staff, is that microphone recording for city council to pick up? I'm not sure it's, if it's on, that's fine. We can hear just fine. I just want to make sure that it's enough for city council to pick up. Okay.
My name is Galen Jensen,
and I live at 980 Westwood Drive in Rexburg, Idaho. And I'm in favor of the proposal, and I don't have any further comments unless you have questions for me.
Thank you very much. Anyone else who would like to speak in favor?
My name's Jeff Flukiger, and I live at 2937 South, 2810 West in Rexburg, and I am in favor.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Anyone else?
Todd Smith. I don't think that is on. It's on. Is it? Okay. Can't hear it from here, so. My business address is 30 South, 2nd West in Rexburg. I've been working with the Gosses as a real estate agent on this property for a while. When we looked at it this spring, we looked at everything surrounding it and went, hey, how come it's zoned different than the stuff around it? That's when we engaged Mr. Parkinson a little bit in this process and decided that the best path forward was to get the comp plan changed first, and of course, secondly ask for a zone change. So it just makes sense as you look at the map. As we talked earlier, as I think Mr. Goss mentioned, they are about the only single-family home left on that block. Owner-occupied single-family, I guess I should say. There's maybe one other, I think we said, not on that block. So anyway, it has all changed to high-density residential. It just makes sense for what the city's planning wants to do, and just encourage you to vote for it and highly in favor of it.
Okay, thank you.
Lane Flukiger, 2937 South, 2810 West, Rexburg, Idaho. I'm a business associate and I'm for the proposal.
Thank you.
On to Tammy Hibbard, 519 Rolling Hills Drive, Rexburg, Idaho. We both support the proposal.
Thank you.
Chaz and Kendra Morgan, 537 Southwest Rexburg, Idaho. We live in the triplex that they own, and we are for the proposal.
Appreciate it.
Beverly Taylor. I live at 1192 East Butte Road, Manan, Idaho. And I am a business associate with this property, and I'm for the proposal.
Peggy and Gary Rogers, we live at 380 South, 5th East, and we are in favor.
Okay, anyone else?
I'm getting the eye. Jacob Goss, 5117 East Demont Street in Iona, Idaho. I'm the son of John and Barbara. I'm also in favor of this change.
Great. Okay, great. This is very encouraging for the commission. This is not usually what we hear. All right. Thank you. Okay. Anyone?
We do
who
have
is new?
one online that would like to speak.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Hi, can you hear us?
yes.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead and introduce
Hi, yes, we're Steve and Ingrid Clegg. We live adjacent, right next door to this property that's being discussed. And we do have some concerns.
Just as far as when the high residential gets built, just the impact that it would have on our fourplex as far as lighting or anything of that nature.
Or just how close it's going to be. What's the plan for it?
I'll answer that one. Okay. Basically, what's going to happen in that situation is, depending on the height of the building, for every foot of height, they've got to move 6 inches away from it. So if it's a 40 foot, they've got to be 20 feet away from that property line. So the higher it is, the farther away from the property line they will get. And they will have to buffer any lighting parking and that type of stuff, so none of the light penetrates into the neighbors. Any light penetration has to stay on the same lot. There's code that will protect those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's good news. Is there any idea at this point on how high, how many stories the condo might be or the apartments might be at this point?
Nothing has been presented to us at this point, so all we're discussing today is the comp plan change and the zone change. We have not seen any plans.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, we totally understand what the Goslings are trying to do, and we support them in that. We just had the concerns of what might be going in its place.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else neutral to the proposal? Okay, seeing none. Anyone who is against the proposal? There is one online.
Yeah, it has asked, is there?
Oh, is there anyone else online?
No, there's no line.
And also, the only written correspondence that we received, just might mention, was from Darren Collin. He was in favor of the proposal, the neighbor. Okay, we'll go ahead and close the public portion of the hearing, and we'll take our time to visit a little bit here and discuss.
I have a question. This is across the street from the Ford garage there, or?
Behind it, yeah.
And calls.
Yeah,
So
His house.
I live in the past, okay? Is this the Jensen Mickle property?
Yes.
Okay.
You know where it is.
That just clarified for this old man.
Not Mickle, just our house is just our house.
Okay.
Okay.
By just saying that though, thinking back a couple of years ago.
Quite a few couple of years ago.
Any further comments, discussion?
Yeah, I'll share. First of all, I want to thank everyone who came in support, because we don't get a lot of that. We usually get those that are opposed. So thank you for coming and expressing your support. It's very helpful to us, because in my mind as a developer, this is a very straightforward request. It makes a lot of sense. You have existing infrastructure that you're trying to utilize at a higher and better application, and so I think with the growth of the college population, the request makes, and the adjacency of the existing comp plan, the request makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this to me is one of those places where the comprehensive plan as a living document says we've got some borderlines here, and this could have gone either way, and it makes sense to be, just to change that border where everything around it is high density. So in terms of the comprehensive plan, that change is not a difficult one to see for me.
I think pretty much concurrence on that. Okay, are we ready for a motion?
Happy to make a motion, yeah. Happy to move, I move that we recommend to City Council the change of the comprehensive plan for this property, 509 to 539 South 5th West, from commercial to high density residential, because everything it fits with the existing high residential neighboring to it, and makes sense for this area in terms of the city's plans to keep high density in this area, and it's supported by the current infrastructure.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. That'll go to City Council. And then we'll take care of the rest of the business now. So our second public hearing then is to rezone from high density residential 1 to high density residential 2. Same place, same applicant. It's 1.25 acres. and we will have Alan tell us about that and what the difference is as far as units, please.
Okay, thank you. They're asking for high-density residential 2. High-density residential 1 allows up to 30 units to the acre. And high-density residential 2 allows up to 42 units per acre. So you've got about 12 more per acre that they can do. Your building heights stay the same, your setbacks stay the same. None of that changes, just the amount you can put on there. And usually the limiting factor is parking. Can I get enough parking to meet those numbers? And that's usually where they're at. But this allows them to maximize that property in there. And that's the goal, is they want to be able to reach that. So that's why they're requesting HDR2. Again, infrastructure supports it, staff has reviewed it, it meets all of our requirements, and we recommend it to you for approval.
Okay, questions for Alan?
Yeah, my bifocals can't see that far. So, so the adjacent property is HDR1, and then to the south is HDR2?
It's medium.
It's medium, MDR.
Medium, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have HD, okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you've got medium here.
As you zoom in, the text gets smaller.
Yes, that's the one thing, and I've talked to GIS, and he says, yeah, we haven't figured out how to make that different. But you do get into some HDR2s when you get over into here.
Okay.
So you're not that far away from the same zoning.
Okay, thanks.
Is this for like a flexibility of what they want to do in the future? Like you said, just to maximize it over the 1 to 2?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the ability to go to that. If they can make it work, they can go to a higher number of units.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Well, as I'm looking at it, to go to HDR2 and jump down, just right next to it, that MDR1, that's a significant jump to the south. I mean, to the east, we have it, and to the southeast, we have that. Those that are similar, but right next to that medium density, that's a significant jump.
There's a little bit of it all around, but
I mean, it is right across the street from HDR2.
Well, and the other aspect you look in this too, when I scroll out a little bit, you start looking at the commercial element that's in there. Our standard is wherever your commercial is, you want to start with your higher densities and then work down coming away from that. So you've kind of got two aspects you're coming from. The high density to the east, high density to the north, just about completely surrounding other than commercial. The MDR had to stay that way because that's the way it was built out at the time. And I don't think it's due for a redevelopment for a while because some of those are brand new.
Yeah.
In there, so.
And in your notes, you said the delta between HDR1 and 2 is 15 doors.
Yes.
Right, so we're talking 15 units. Seems pretty reasonable across the street for commercial.
Yeah. And the other factor you look at is the location next to the university. We're trying to get those apartments as close as we can, if this is student housing, to be able to, number one, limit the amount of traffic that is crossing the freeway or coming up and down the roads. This puts them in a position where it's a short drive or a short walk to that university. So this is where we want that densification.
Okay, I need a clarification, because as I look at medium residential, that's a 16 units per acre.
Correct.
But we're looking at going to an HDR, which is 42. That's more than 15.
No, we're comparing HDR1
Right.
to HDR2.
They're currently HDR1, so they can do 30.
Oh, that's what you're saying the difference
Yeah.
is.
And
Got
it's
you. I
only
thought you were
12.
talking about the medium density.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
only 12 between the two.
Just based on what it is today.
Okay.
And what they're asking for.
okay. Any other things we need clarified on this? Okay. Mr. Coach, anything else you'd like to say, or it's kind of the same?
A lot of stuff written down.
Okay.
You need my name again, or we good?
You bet. So
We need to remind about we don't want any project
yes,
information.
that's what I said.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Yes, on the name?
Yes, go ahead.
Jonathan Goss, 509 South Fifth West. In Barbara Goss. We've had these properties listed for sale for over 3 years now. I mean, we're like best friends with Todd now. We text him a lot.
He's a good
And he
friend.
investigated why the land's not selling, like he said, and it's because it's not zoned for the developer to make the most amount of money off of it. The city and its college both want a walking campus. We're only 4 blocks away from the edge of campus, an easy walk that we do multiple times a day with our coonhound. It's just, we love the area, but it needs to evolve. It's time for it to evolve. When the city created the LID 54 on that street, it replaced all the asphalt and replaced or added or repaired curbs and gutters. They worked with us and didn't require sidewalks at that time because they knew that this is a natural transition. They knew what we wanted to do with the property, and so they gave us more time to work on getting the land sold, which is what we're trying to do with Todd's help here. So they're letting us wait on that. And like I said before, everybody involved benefits from this rezoning. The college, the developers, local businesses, us, and especially the city too, because everybody gets benefit regularly from this. We get a one-time shot at selling it. The city gets property taxes. If you go down, I think it's that HDR 2 over there, 415 flats. It's a smaller lot with a larger apartment, zoned HDR 2, and they're paying $35,000 a year property taxes. We pay $7 with a bigger lot. So it's a boon for the city. It helps everybody. It seems like a win-win-win-win-win for everybody to change this. Most of the neighbors are there for a few semesters and then they're gone again. We love them, but we have to be realistic for ourselves that this is the best thing. It just makes sense. We don't have any opposition here tonight. Everybody here is on our side, so to speak, and it's the best possible utilization for this property. It's one of the few places left in town that are this close to the college where you could actually do this without tearing down a lot of homes, blocks of homes, or tearing down a lot of apartments and a lot of opposition that would be facing it. Where we're at right now, it's in our mind, a clean, easy thing to do. We appreciate you letting us come up here and talk, and we appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, we try to address them. Maybe Todd can help us if we need to.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and open our public hearing, and it's the same thing that we talked about before. If you would like to comment on the proposal, please come up and state your name and address, and we'll hear first for those who are for the proposal.
We might as well do this together.
Yes.
Since it's named after Jeopardy Lane, Flukiger, 2937 South, 2810 West, Rexburg, Idaho. Is this associate and for the proposal?
Thank you.
Excuse me, Galen Jensen, 980 Westwood Drive, Rexburg. I'm in favor. Oh, I'm a business associate.
Thank you. Okay.
Jasmine Kendra Morgan again, 537 South 5th West, Rexburg, Idaho. We've lived as tenants for them for 5.5 years, and yeah, it would stink when they do sell it, but at the same time, they deserve to retire. They deserve to keep the property nearby. So though it wouldn't benefit us, we are still for them getting it rezoned and to sell it and move on, so we can also move on.
Thank you very much.
We have someone online that would like to speak.
Stephen Eager-Clegg from,
543 South, 5th West.
and so we are currently owners of a fourplex in the medium density. And so we're just looking in the future, would we be able to, if we ever develop that area, how likely is it that we could go from a medium to a high density 1 or high density 2?
We'll go ahead and have staff respond.
Right, because we're wondering how a medium density right next to a high density two, isn't that a big jump?
Are you located just to the south of the property?
Yes,
Yeah.
our fence is touch.
Okay, so you're in a position where that is already comprehensive zone for high residential. So it'd be just a matter of asking for a zone change. So your likelihood is really high that that would be an option you could do.
No, this is
Okay.
what you say it's, but you're speculating and you're not promising anything.
Yeah, I'm not promising anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't make
Right.
the decision.
Understand completely. Yes, on that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you would have the right to ask for that without even having to change a comprehensive plan.
Okay, because yeah, the Rockland apartments, Rockland next door, townhomes, I think that's what they are. They're in a medium, but they have more than 16, 20 units on their land there. So it's interesting that that is still medium for them and not high.
Well, is it 16 per acre or just on their property?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they have that. Yeah.
It has to be 16 per acre is the number that they would run by.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Well, if you get a great price, throw our fourplex in with you. And
Get a better price, I'll do that.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Go ahead.
John and Tammy Hibbard, 519 Rolling Hills Drive, Rexburg, we're in favor.
Todd Smith, 30 South, 2nd West, Rexburg. Again, same comments before. As we've discussed with buyers over the last couple of years, they just want that extra flexibility. I don't know if they would do the 15 more doors, but it does offer just a little more flexibility of what they can do with, with that extra density there. So I'm looking around, like I say, it makes sense with everything that Mr. Parkinson presented as well with what the city's trying to accomplish, what the university's trying to accomplish, keeping these in close to city center as possible.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ray and Peggy Rogers, 380 South, 5th East, Rexburg. Yep. We're in favor.
Thank you. And again, we do appreciate your comments. It's very nice. Okay, anyone who would like to speak neutral to the proposal? Okay, seeing none, anyone who would like to speak against the proposal? Okay, all right. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public portion of our hearing and we will do our discussion. Any discussion?
Yeah, although there's medium density currently to the south, with the commercial across the street, that doesn't bother me at all, especially where it's surrounded by HDR1 already and commercial for the most part. So I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be a good fit for the area in terms of rezone.
Alan, or is it just the HDR1 and HDR2 that is allowed in high density? Is that correct?
Yes, just those are the only two that are allowed in there. I take that back. I think mixed use is also allowed in there.
Oh, okay.
Because it fits in commercial or in high residential.
The three of them, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any other discussion?
Well, I mean, with current market conditions and the cost of new construction, I think we do have to kind of acknowledge there are market realities that are going to require higher density for regentrification in the city. So we do kind of have to consider those realities. And I think with a maximum of 15 units, this is definitely within the reasonable range. So I'd be in support.
Anyone else? Okay, we'll go ahead and call for a motion. Everybody's so quiet. Come on, Dan.
I did the last one.
I'll make a motion that we recommend to city council the rezone for the address listed as 509 to 539 South Fifth West to change from HDR1 to HDR2.
Okay. Do we have a
Second that.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Both things will go to city council in the near future. And again, like Erin said, and we really do appreciate your participation. It's really nice to have people come for something. Usually people are against something, so you've got good support.
Thank you all.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. All right, what else do we have? Anything else?
Just wanted to give a heads up. Number one, your next meeting will be city council, and that will be on the 17th of June, the third Wednesday of the month. There will not be a public hearing. You're all welcome to come and be there, but it won't be a presentation like this one. It will just be presented to city council. They review all of the notes, all of the meeting minutes and everything. So your statements will be read by them, and they base their decision on that. So just to let you have a heads up. Our next meeting is going to be on the 18th. We have the annexation that is coming for Basic American. That will be the first hearing for that one. And then we've got a comprehensive plan change and a rezone, and we could have 2 plats coming also. So it may be a busy meeting, that one. So we'll keep you apprised of what's coming.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Oh, and one other note, we have hired somebody to replace Katie. We didn't want to lose Katie, but we did finally make an offer, and they start on the 15th of June.
Good.
So we will have somebody to
Okay.
help keep Alan's head above water.
Have we found replacements for the 3 of us who are?
We have 2 or 3 of them. The mayor's working on them right now.
Okay. So are we done?
Oh,
I'll let you know.
I was going to ask when that might come.
There's 3 of us. 1, 2, 3.
And we have 3 lined up. The mayor's just got to get the finalization of those. I'm hoping to get that done on that Wednesday, because he has to bring them to city council for approval, and then we would do it in that meeting.
All right, well, let us know if you
I
need
will.
us or not.
I will. If not, we'll just extend your stay for another 2 years. Right?
I wish you could, but you know.
Well, city council can.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they can override that and extend it longer if they want to. Of course, you would have to say yes.
Be careful what we wish for. All right, thank you. We again appreciate you for coming, and our meeting is now adjourned. Thank you. Your support's wonderful. What a refreshing thing.
How are you? So it is your mom and you're retired? Yes.
I was so busy talking to Todd, I didn't.
Record